Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Luann, and if you're new here on this channel, you're going to find faith-based content regarding love, relationships, dating, marriage, and so much more. So thank you so much. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I would love if you would do that. We've got to 100 subscribers, so thank you to everyone that has subscribed and supported this channel so far. I'm so pleased. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I did promise that I'll do something really special for when we get to 100 subscribers, and I'm going to do my very first vlog for you guys to celebrate. So you can look out for that pretty soon. So welcome to my channel, and thank you so much. Today I'm doing part 2 of a series called The Beatitudes of a Single Girl, Coping with being single, right? And today I'm talking about praying for your future husband. But I do want to make this disclaimer. I do want to say that marriage is not the be all and end all of everything. It isn't like the culmination of your life, to meet your Prince Charming and get married and then, ride off into the sunset and then everything is happily ever after. Marriage is not that. A man is not your saving grace. We have a man that died for us so many years ago and loves us beyond compare. We already have that man, Jesus Christ, but marriage is not the ultimate goal. It's a part of a bigger pie, for want of a better explanation, called life. Life is made up of many different components that come together to make you happy. So marriage is not the ultimate goal. There's so many things in life that can bring you deep satisfaction, right? However, marriage is something that God has designed for us. Those of you who are desiring marriage, like myself, it is a desire that's placed in our heart by God, and He wants to fulfill that desire for us. So, with that in context, just putting that in context, let's talk about this whole thing about coping with singleness. One of the things you can do is pray into your future. Pray about your future spouse. Now, I saw a post on Instagram by Rebecca Pope. She is a faith-based coach, love coach, right? And she often speaks on this whole area of singleness. And she had a very candid post recently, and I'm going to pop it here for you to see, about single women having a misguided concept of what marriage is all about. That single women see it as a fantasy, and once they get married it's a fairy tale and they're going to be happily ever after. And she had a candid response to that. If you hop over to my Instagram, you're going to see a little more about her post. But I agree with her very, very strongly. She was saying that single women desire marriage so much that they don't realize that marriage it's not a bed of roses, it's not a fantasy. And she was saying that a lot of married women don't really talk about what actually goes on in marriage, how harmful it can be, how toxic it can be at times, because they want to protect, of course, their husband, or protect the image of being married. And so a lot of times married people, they don't share the rawness of what being married to another human being is like, and merging two lives, so that singles just see the fantasy on Instagram and think, okay, that's what I want, not realizing it's so much more than that. So I found that post to be so candid and eye-opening, and it really brings a sober perspective to that whole desire for marriage. So which brings me to my point about praying for your future spouse. Now, there are lots of prayers going around about praying for your husband, praying for your future spouse, and things like that. And I have done a number of them, 31-day prayer for your husband and things like that. So that's fine. But the prayer I want to introduce to you guys to today is a prayer for yourself. Yeah, it's a prayer for yourself, because Listen, the best gift that you can give to your future husband is a healed, whole, happy you. Healed emotionally, healed physically, mentally, financially, in all the areas of your life, right? That is actually the best gift that you can give to your future husband, to your future children, to your future marriage, and just to your future self, showing up as the developed, as the mature, as the beautiful, as the whole, as the healed version of yourself. So this prayer is really about praying for ourselves as women, that we become the person that God has desired us to be. That's what this prayer is really about. So it's a prayer for your husband, but it's really about yourself, because when you pray for yourself and you become the person, or you're in the process of becoming the person that God has designed for you to be, that is literally the best gift that you can give to your husband, right? I promise you that. So it's a prayer that really focuses on the inside. Heal me, God, fix me, God. And I'm going to make that prayer available for you. You can check in the comment section, in the description box, as a matter of fact, for a copy of that prayer, and you can say it as well. And you might be thinking, okay, great, Luan, thanks. I'm going to say the prayer, and I'm going to believe God that I'm going to be healed, and I'm going to, just become the person I want to be. But how long would that take? Oh my gosh, I've just been waiting. Listen, we don't want to rush the process of growth, and, we don't want to rush the importance of time. Time is a healer. Time is a safe refuge, so we don't want to rush that. But at the same time, God don't need but a day, right? You can go to sleep tonight and wake up in the morning and meet the man of your dreams. That's how God works sometimes, right? So I'm reminded of the story in the Bible about Rebecca. Rebecca married Isaac. Now, Isaac, whenever the Bible refers to God, it always says the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's the level that this man Isaac was on, right? Rebecca was an ordinary girl. She got up one morning just doing her normal chores. This guy came by, spoke to her dad and said, we're looking for a wife for, Isaac. And we saw this girl, and she's ideal. And they were like, Rebecca, would you go with this guy and marry a guy you don't know? And she was like, yeah. And Rebecca went off to meet a man she didn't know. And the Bible says that Isaac loved Rebecca. When we look at the story and we follow their love story in the Bible, this man was besotted with this woman, right? And that's not an ordinary kind of love. That is a supernatural kind of love. Like, God placed a love in his heart for Rebecca, because he didn't know her from before. They never dated, they never saw each other, they didn't know about each other, and he was so in love with her. And that's how God works. The man that God is bringing into our lives are men that are going to love us with a supernatural kind of love, where you don't have to perform, you don't have to try to impress him, you don't have to worry if he's faithful or honest. The man would love you with a supernatural kind of love, because it's God ordained, right? And that's what we're after. We're not after this kind of regular kind of thing that's going around in the world today. We're looking for something that has eternal value, something that's deeper, something that's God ordained, and something that's supernatural, a love that is just outside of the normal. And it's so possible. It costs you nothing to believe that is possible, right? So I just wanted to share that with us as we continue to wait for the man that God has pinpointed and ordained for us. It's going to be amazing, and it's going to be like something you've never experienced before. So let's wait for that, and let's believe God for his absolute best, right? So that's it for me today. Thank you so much. Please comment, let me know your thoughts regarding this as you are waiting. What are some of the things that you're doing that's helping you to wait with grace and wait with joy and just be completely satisfied during the season of waiting. I'd love to hear from you. I try to respond to all the comments, and yeah, gonna catch you in my next video.